Okay, so I'm going to continue on with adding these textures. So I'm going to push this back here. I'm going to put this to manual also, so that it's not updating constantly. So I'm just going to copy all of these, Control C, Control V, and rename them. So press F2, and let's start with the hat. So hat A1. Okay, so that's for hat A and texture 1. Rename these, so that would be hat A2, and rename this to hat A3. Okay, open these out. And we just change body to hat A. Hat underscore A there. And let's copy that. Okay, and then find the texture, which was so hip textures here. Man, hat A. Perfect. Double click. Grab that, Control C, give myself some more space there, don't need this. Hat 2. And hat A3. Great. Let's just set that to auto just to make sure I'm going in the right track. So there we go. On this hat, we've got 1, 2, 3 textures. By the way, this excuse me, this order is important, right? So this style here is setting this texture to all of the hats, and then these underneath are overriding this one. So if the order was to change, if I was to drag this below, or in fact, I think I have to drag them up. So if I take these two up, you can see now they're all the same texture, okay? Because this is overriding, because it's not making this selection with rand, okay? So maybe what I'll do, because I'm just going to be copying and pasting, I'll drag this back up anyway, just so it's in order. And I'll add this random condition with 0 there as well. Okay, just in case. So we need to add another condition here, and then just the same thing but with 0. There we go. Just in case they get reordered or something weird like that. Okay, so that's working. I think, do we have 3 colors, the 3 textures? Got 1, 2. Looks like we've lost. Yeah. Points group. There we go. Okay, so let's add the rest. Back to manual. Rename these B1, B2, and here B3. And all we have to do now is change the A's to B's. So this is, yeah, pretty much it for the rest of the body. And then obviously we do the same for the woman. So I'll keep recording while I'm doing all this, but you know, I'm sure you get the gist and you don't need to follow the whole thing. Up to you. So hat B, things to remember. So the in terms of the man, every piece of geometry has 3 textures and 3 versions, except for the top. So we got 3 tops, right? So just we'll have hat top or shirt. I can't remember what it's called. Shirt A, shirt B, shirt C, and shirt D. But everything else will be A, B, C with texture 1, 2, 3. So hat B, and what am I doing now? Change the names. So here we need hat C, so F2, C, hat C, and hat C. Here, F2 to change the name. See there. Hat C, hat C. And here, F2 to change the name. Hat C. That didn't work. You seem to have to press enter to save that there, which is a bit annoying. But there we are. And hat C there. Great. Okay, so that's all the hats done. Just check it. There we go. Got these hats coming in as well. Okay, so let's move on to the hair. All right, so I'm going to rename this to hair A1. Copy that. Hair A2. Oops, not F2. Hair A2. Set this back to manual. Hair A3. There we go. Open them out. And then this will be hair A. Hair underscore A. Copy that. Drop that here. Drop that there. And change this to, we should be able to just do that. Oh, without the asterisk. Copy the root. Paste it in there. Change it to 2. Change this to 3. Great, so let's just check that. There we go, get some hair. This guy's got hair color. I'm just trying to have a look, see if I get the variety. It's a different shape of hair. There's a lighter one and a darker one, yeah, okay. So, let's do the rest of the hairs. C, Control V. Rename. B. Be there. Be there. Okay, just change the A's for B's again. B and B. And the last one. Fantastic. Then these will be C. C1. Just noticed that mistake. It's only a naming, but good to stay organized. So C2, and here C3. C3, please. There we go. Okay, C and C. Good, so that's all the hairs. So we're getting there, making progress. There we go. See some textures applied to the hair there. Cool. What's next? So we got the hairs, and maybe the tops, I think. Yeah. Are they called tops or shirts? Yeah, I think shirt. So copy these, Control V, and then change the name. So I want shirt A1. And remember, as I said, yeah, there's 4 types of shirts. Shirt A2 and shirt A3. So let's get shirt A, shirt underscore A, copy that, paste it in here, paste it in there. That's okay, and then find the texture, shirt A1, yeah, and you can see we've got shirt A, B, C, and D. Okay, copy that, paste. Oh, no. There you go, just double check, turn that on, we should see some shirts pop in. There we go. Go to the same. Oh, I didn't change 2, yeah. 2 and 3. There we go. Back to manual, and let's get all the shirts done. Oh, excuse me. So shirts, well, let's rename them first. Shirt B, shirt B there, P2 and B3. As we're doing this, we are updating the code on the on the OBJ node, so you can, if you feel more comfortable, you can go in there and just kind of copy and paste all the code, which might be quicker, or if you've got a good text editor, you know, and you're comfortable doing that, you can just do it right in there as well. But I'll do it this way. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Should be. Great. Oops, not keys. Set that back to manual. Okay, let's get all the shirts done. And then just trousers and shoes after that. For the man. And then we got the woman to do. Okay. Some of you might notice also, unfortunately, with this method, we're not getting a random number per per agent shape. So in the other method, we unpacked, and we had a different random number per agent shapes, which was better, give us a more random look. Because if we have 2 layers with the same random number, they'll have the same textures all over, right? But I think, yeah, with this size of crowd, you're not going to notice really. So it doesn't matter too much. What's going on? 3. I've got 2 3s. Shirt 1, 2, 3. This needs to be C2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. See, and when we come over to copy these over for the woman, we'll have to take note of what texture she does actually have and the objects, right? So she has less than this, so we'll just copy and paste the whole thing, delete what we don't need, and then change wherever it says man to woman, basically. Should see there, should see. Should see, so that is all done. rename these. F2 should C will be should D now. Can also makes it easy to copy and paste this over to another scene. You know, you can just copy all the code and share that around. You can there are other ways of doing it actually. In here you can share JSON files, I think, so that you can share these styles around, you know, with different different areas, other departments. D in there. It's worth going into the side effects site, into the documentation, and looking up style sheets in there, because they're quite powerful. Okay, so I think that's all the shirts done, so let's just double check. We've got some blue guys coming in. Okay, looks like we got all the shirts. Great, getting very close now. So just the pants. I find it weird saying pants. I say trousers. Okay, so pant A1. Copy that. Set this to manual. Yeah, the more textures we add in, the slower it gets. You know, when we're fully finished with all of the agents, it does take a good few minutes to load in all those textures. But once it's done, it's done. You know, I don't think it will have to load in the textures every time when we're in a rendering, for example. But still a good idea to, you know, isolate a few of the agents while you're working on this. So I think it was just pant, like that. Pant A should be the same here. Yeah, pant A1. A2. So I think we're going okay so far, but you know, again, it is easy to make mistakes. Cool. A1, good. Let's I'll just set that to auto update. Some trousers. Yeah, great. Got some there. Some different colors, I think. Yeah, very subtle, but they are different. Cool. Let me just double check. I did put different texture 2 and 3. So with the vellum flag that we did, obviously you can see how that can be adapted to doing you know, anything with vellum. So you can do the hair and clothes as well. If you want to get a really, if you've got fewer agents and a closer camera, that could be a really nice effect to simulate all the clothes, you know. And obviously, yeah, hair or fur with, you know, if you've got animals. Changes to C2. Oops, not 3, 2 please. Why have they changed order? Doesn't matter, I think we can just pull one up and that shouldn't affect anything. Oh, it's changes to manual. Okay. Why have I done C before B? Never mind, I'll do these first, just try to remember. C1, C2, C3, and now I do that. Yeah, I'll do B here. B1, B2, B3. Okay, and then just change these to B, B there, and B at the bottom, and this one. So that's all the pants done, I think. So let's take a look at that. Yep. Everybody has trousers on, different colors. So you can see here what I was saying. So these two agents are the same layer, and they will have the same, and these two as well, they'll have the same random number, right? So that means every texture that I apply will be the same to either of them, which is, again, yeah, a bit of a downside to doing it this way, but you know, we're going to be zoomed out like that and you're not going to really notice. Cool. Okay, finally the shoes. And again, set this to manual. You can see how, you know, it's taking longer now. Shoe A1, copy that, paste in there. A3, and obviously the style sheets, yeah, they don't have to be just used with crowds. It can be used with anything, with any packed objects, right? So if you're working with RBD, for instance, you know, we use packed geometry a lot there. Any kind of instancing, if you've got lots of, if you've got a very busy scene. Okay, so let's drop in the shoes. Shoe underscore A, I think it was, like that. And find the shoe A1. Just double check we got A, B, and C. A, B, and C. 1, 2, 3 for all of them. Yeah, A1. Copy that. 2, 03. Great. Maybe just check them. You can see that every time, yeah, it's taking longer. Good. So we got some different colored shoes, actually, orange and blue. Some other black ones, I think. Good. Another little tip for you know, going a bit faster. So where we can, so we create this the random value. If we visualize, if we just put the render flag on the random value, you know, we'll get the variety in all the textures. But if, you know, if you're doing other work beforehand, then if you put the visualizer before that, then you're not, Houdini doesn't have to load in all of the textures, but you still get you know, an idea, you know, for if you're working on lighting and whatever, cameras and stuff like that, which we still need to do. Just saves, you know, I found it took quite a long time to load in all of these textures. But rendering didn't take too long. Oops, A, B, nope, just B, and B there. Okay, and should be the last bunch of textures for the man. So B and C, 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 in there, see there, and see there. So I think that's it. I'm gonna Control S and save that just in case. Turn on auto update and then just have a look at all the men. So got different textures across all of the men. Great. Okay, so next we can take a look at copying these over and finishing the women agents.